Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome into the channel. Welcome back to Noel's Tarot. If you've been here before, welcome back. Thank you for being here. But if you're new here, thank you for being here times two, because I appreciate it. I appreciate it all. Thank you so much. Welcome to your reading, though. This is for the Earth signs. So, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, all you guys. Very excited for this one. I don't know why. I do like Earth energy. Probably because we're also using the Awakened Tarot, most likely. Probably needs a little bit of grounding. We might use that, or we might use the Hermetic Tarot. But either way, this is going to be your next blessing. So today we're checking in on where you've been in the past, or a situation you just came out of, where you are in your present. And then for each sign, we'll do your next blessing. So Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn will individually get the next blessing card, one for each of y'all. So without further ado, let's get started. I think we'll look at that with the Hermetic Tarot, and then clarify with... Yeah, I keep saying Hermetic without thinking about it, so I'm going to do Hermetic. The Awakened Tarot is just going to have to wait for the next readings, because that one has been giving me some troubles. But we'll look at that with that, and then I think we might clarify... I have to do the... Definitely have to. I think it's just practicing with this one more so. It'll take more. But we're going to use the Wild Unknown Oracle, Archetype Oracle for the... Wild Unknown Archetype, sorry, for the clarification. And then I'll look at your information with Hermetic Tarot to the bottom. The Emperor. Damn, that light is bright. It is really... There we go. The Emperor. So you could be shining brightly, because I definitely did see that physically. Like, this thing was not showing up. Either ways. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment, all the beautiful things. We'll get into this. Will not waste any of your time. I'm feeling that Virgo energy for sure. Let's see. Alright, where have you guys been in the past? The Seven of Swords seems a little... it can be... That's the moon in Aquarius. Oh, that's the moon in Aquarius, not the 5. That makes sense. Emotions, having to bear... I'm feeling like having to bear your own emotions for all your sons. Not just Virgo, but like all your sons. This is the general part. It's not just having to bear your own emotions, but like when I say that, it's like the moon is like the emotions. It's like the seen and the unseen, the flow and the... It's like the ups and the downs, and then like Aquarius is like the water bearer, so having to deal with those ups and downs, but doing it on your own. That's why the Seven of Swords can be like very kind of secretive, hidden. It can be hidden emotions, people being sneaky, but I feel this is more so you and some sort of unstable emotions within you, and dealing with those. Whoa, at the bottom, Seven of Pentacles. I think you had a lucky break, though, because these sevens are giving me lucky energy. But that's the cool thing about luck, and it's definitely an earth sign thing that I always feel. It's like luck is a combination. It's not... Luck is magic because it's a combination of things. It's preparation that you do on your own, plus, you know, the timing of the universe and the way that things work out. It's kind of interesting how, like, the universe has a plan, but if you prepare yourself, you can prepare yourself for that luck, you know? So it may feel... Maybe you've just come from unlucky, unstable things, and with that, like, even think of that the prefix of that, where it's I don't know what it means, but I know it, like, it's like almost like to take apart, to like when you undo something, you know. I don't know, I would etymology it, but I don't want to waste your time again. Like, I mean, I don't want to like type up the whole thing. We have a whole reading to do, but now I'm feeling bad. Taking out the lighting too. Facing opposite. Yeah, so it faces the opposite direction of something. So like, when you undo something, you take it apart from it being complete, and so now it's like I feel like you're able to reorganize it, repackage it in a better way. But I feel like there's something that definitely, like... And even think of like facing opposite. Like, imagine if you're very like growth based, and so like what you dealt with is just like sort of like a destruction of self, and that's sort of like like taking it steps back, undoing, like an undoing of yourself. What is good is it? It's probably what felt very unstable and probably hurt, but it's probably what is helping you reorganize yourself. I don't know. They're taking a long time on that card, but you know what I mean. You definitely did it alone though, because it's not. 7 is also a journey number, a number of like self journey, exploration, you know, stuff like that. Okay, so where are you in the present though? Damn. Okay, I knew this was gonna be fun energy. The Ace of Swords, because that's cool. Because you got the 7, which does feel very unstable, but it's exactly what I said. You go through that undoing so that you can find that singular truth, you know, that you're looking for. And I think you found it. And as much as what came out of the 7 of Swords, that was all that came out of the Ace of Swords. It said, yep, that was clean cut. And I think we'll get more of the clarification. So I'm definitely going to keep moving. King of Pentacles, you're in your energy. That's very nice. I'm going to be completely honest. Fire signs, I did their reading like 3 or 4 times before it finally got all right. A bit of a mess with them, so it's okay. But they're a beautiful mess. Earth signs are definitely a bit more organized, I feel, with this blessing. So let's see what we got going on. I like that. A bit more clear. It's giving me, it's giving air. It's the air energy for me. I like the combination of slang and tarot. So what do we have for what's the first word? I did the fire so much I'm almost about to say fire signs. What do we have for Taurus? I'm about to say like Aries. Oh, because the fire energy was there no matter what still though. King of Wands for Taurus, I like that. Yeah, this is your next blessing, so I forgot to say. So Taurus, your next blessing. I'm almost feeling first a new car possibly, because the King of Wands feels like a vehicle, just like straight out the gate. It's like the fire of fire, isn't it? Is it not? No, it's earth and fire. The kings are earth, but it definitely feels like, yeah, like an earth and fire. It feels like a warm space. So but the King of Wands coming from that, why it would be a blessing, I feel, is like maybe the King of Wands can sow a lot of seeds, I feel, like put a lot of projects out there, put a lot of things out there, right? But like not everything catches, not everything, like it's like trying to start a campfire. Like you probably, like when you try to learn how to do it the first few times, you're probably not going to get it, but by the time you get it, you're never going to forget how to do that again, you know? You're always going to be able to, like, and even the fire that you start to try to make later on is going to be even, like, you're going to learn new ways to make that fire bigger. That's really cool. But I feel like you come from a very tough learning process of sowing a lot of seeds and just not a lot of things coming out of it. Maybe also with the King of Wands perspective, I'm seeing, not perspective, but like the stigma on him, where it definitely just feels like you could have been seen as like a partier, irresponsible, all over the place. But this is a more refined fire. This is a campfire that people want to gather around you. They want to know. They want to feel the warmth off of what you're doing. That's cool, Taurus. I saw the star too. So you're a very healing hearth. Definitely like a healing like campfire. Like, you know that feeling you get when you just like you're a good, like, you're a community within yourself. So people like that feeling. And so do you, because you're able to warm yourself up from the inside. So Virgo. Sexy Virgo, my favorite, one of my favorites. The Fool. Okay. All this fire energy, guys. What's up? This is also air too, but matching the pattern is fire. Virgo with the Fool. You're taking a step, a new journey. You're jumping off of a cliff. Not like a real cliff. Not that. Please do not do that. But like a metaphorical cliff. A new journey, but with that Aquarius energy that was at air. So it's like with the Fool with the backpack, the Fool with of course with Virgo with notebooks and pencils, you know, like you have preparation and knowledge with you, but you also have the whimsy to go off and start something new, to expand yourself, because you know what you can bring out of it. I think coming from that though, again, there's that King of Wands energy where maybe you could have seemed foolish, you could have seemed Like you didn't know what you were doing. You could have seemed like you just wanted to start new things. That's that King of Wands energy for sure. So it's like maybe it's just not being taken seriously for a lot of you. Queen of Cups, yeah. Maybe your emotions not being taken seriously, you not being taken seriously. But no more, because you're still jumping off on your journey. You're still doing you. Capricorn. A fellow Caps. That's not my sun, but that's my moon. So, you know, I got to claim it still. What? Very crazy. And the Ace of Wands. You guys are feeling... I should have just turned the light orange or red or some shit. Like, good job. It's a lot of fire. It's a lot of singular energy with Capricorn, so I love that. And the Magician is definitely Capricorn energy. Like, and even in this, especially in this deck, this is exactly who I would see Capricorn as. Because Capricorn to me is like Merlin energy, 100,000%. So this is like the Magician Merlin right there. But I see those two aspects of you, like one very angelic, spiritual, and then you, and then the tool. So that's the connection, you know, your tool, you, yourself, your body, and then like your spirit. All those things coming together, and then like even this on the ground below. There's so much intertwined, but in the right way. It's beautiful. Ace of Wands. So maybe you're using that wand literally to create something. But coming from that, again, I'm sorry, but Magician energy is still very young energy. So I'm feeling like Earth energy was not taken seriously. You yourself not taken seriously. Or if not that, with the Ace of Wands, it's like maybe people saw you just for your passion, for your impulses, for your actions, and not really for what is on the inside, what's actually intertwined within you. So you're about to create something beautiful that people are going to see, like the true version, the full version of you, because you've worked on it. That's the blessing out of that. I love that. I love that. Temperance, Page of Cups, Four of Wands. I like that. Just patience and staying true to yourself. Let me clarify now. That's beautiful. But it's crazy because the King of Wands, Fool, and the Magician are all like, the King of Wands would be like Sag, Leo-ish, and then the Fool is like Aries-ish, and then the Magician is definitely Aries-ish also. But the Fool and the Magician also have Gemini and Aquarius. So that's both air energy. So, you know, I think there's still something to the knowledge, the wisdom, the way you carry yourself, like the way wind carries stuff. It's the way you carry yourself is very cool, very different, very flexible, you know? Hey, what's up? Oh no, what's up? What you need? What you need? You need something? Okay. The way you carry yourself, even with this vehicle. But it's your drive, like the way you carry yourself physically, but then also your drive spiritually. It's very cool because I can tell it like matches up. I can tell it's starting to match up at least. You know, it's starting to level out. It's starting to like what you're producing on the inside is really showing on the outside. That is like cool. Very cool. I don't know. It's something about that air energy that I can't quite touch yet, but I see it's 5:09 on the clock, like 5 p.m. and 9 cents. So that reminds me of temperance, which reminds me of patience. So I'll take my time and see what that means. But it's interesting. The air energy is so interesting because it's not, the air energy isn't in the King of Wands. King of Wands is straight fire and earth, but so it's not following that pattern. You know what I'm saying? Either ways. So Seven of Swords in the past. What is that about? Oh, this top. The bridge. The bridge and the Seven of Swords. This is the Lord of unstable effort, it says. So maybe bridging it to some sort of stability. You being a bridge, it seems like. Oh my god, my mic. Come on. You being a bridge. Now I'm thinking of the word abridged. What does abridged mean? Is it like with something shorter? I don't know what that means. I don't want to. Why am I looking so much up in a piece of writing having being shortened? Oh, so I was right, but I did not think that that was true. I thought it was gonna be wrong, so I was ready to be embarrassed, but that's okay. So a bridge is when something is shortened, and the Seven of Swords is usually shortened force. Like the Eight of Swords would be like the Lord of shortened force, like when things are almost there, but they don't. Like even like the thing in the Seven of Pentacles was like when you continuously fail over and over again, like things almost work, but it doesn't. So this is something where you actually like imagine building a bridge. I think there would be like a lot of like I don't know if people would want to be involved. I think it's important to. What's that feeling? Shortened, shortened, shortened. A shortened journey. Because like if you built a bridge and it was unstable, it wouldn't be good for it wouldn't be good for everyone else. This feels like I don't know. This feels like going on a journey to bridge something within yourself so that you can like help those who come after you and those who've come before you. Do you know what I mean? Like you've connected something within yourself and that's gonna help those around you. It's just something about the unstable way things were built before. So you journeyed personally within yourself to correct that within your own DNA and find your own truth, and that's going to help people coming after you, and it's going to honor those who came before you who were trying to do that, you know? But you're really completing this. That's 38. That's nice. That's 11. That's justice. That's correcting something, right? So correcting something within yourself. Could have to do with emotions. Could have to do with putting emotions in putting thoughts and feelings in the right places, and you know, a healthier mind, a healthier heart. All to know. I'm gonna move off that one. It's a lot. The mountain. The mountain. It feels heavy. Like I can't even like, and it feels like murky. So it's even hard to look at. Maybe it was something that was hard to look at for people like your ancestors, or maybe it would be hard, but like this is a different age, it feels like. So it's like they think, and it's all about timing. So they do what they can, and we're gonna even do what we can, but like struggle with different things that people who come after us will fix, but we don't want to leave them with like the heavy load, you know. So like we continuously lighten it as we go, you know. I don't know. Ace of Swords in the beginning, I mean, and where you are now in the beginning. The mirror. Whoa, I think you guys are matching fire with that. I think fire got the mirror in the present too. So looking at your true reflection. Ooh, this could be kind of romantic because there's the moon there, but also at the same time, Earth energy has a clear picture of. I remember I like this card now because it has like shape. It has a certain type of. These cards do deal a lot with shapes, but not every card deals with shapes. See, this is a rainbow, but there's nothing specifically in here that's a shape. Some cards do have those. This is a circle. That's a triangle. So I feel like you try different angles within your emotions. You know, you came at it from different ways with the Seven of Swords. Put it in the right places. I don't know. It just feels like a clear sight. And where your emotions come from, and like. When you look at yourself, you see yourself for who you are. So even if you're not behaving, you know, as if you'd want to be, you can still look in the mirror and see yourself and try to discern those emotions, you know. Ace of Swords, though, like a clear vision on who you want to be. A clear vision. What's on the bottom? Because that's very almost vague. And now I see that the Ace of Swords is called the root powers of air. So I think like smoke and mirrors. So like clearing out smoke and mirrors, clearing out like a mask, like really truly being yourself to people around you and to you. I feel like there's a responsibility with earth signs possibly, and I feel like there's a responsibility to be a certain person, but like now you're just wholly responsible for being like who you want to be, which is a cool thing, a very cool thing. What's at the bottom now? The thread? Look at that. It kind of looks like the bridge. But just reflected like a mirror would be. Oh, okay. I see earth signs are pretty snazzy with how they're pulling out these cards. But the thread is reflected, so pulling a thread. This one always reminds me of like pulling down a curtain again. So unveiling something, like seeing behind a veil. But like not just seeing behind it, but releasing a veil. So I don't know. Yeah, definitely stepping into like just a more authentic version, of yourself is what that feels like. Especially more so emotionally, because I feel there's a lot of the moon here. There's a lot of emotions, a lot of and Earth does well with water. Earth does well with getting those emotions. So it probably could be a good thing to maybe drink some water. It helps. That's what helps things grow. It needs that combo. Speaking of combo, that sounds like a very Earth thing too, like a fast food combo or like a meal combo. Either way it is. So Taurus, you got King of Wands. Why is that your blessing? Damn, why this card? Apocalypses with King of Wands. I mean, I don't know what that card really means, but it feels definitely like revolutionary. Apocalypse. What's the number of that? That's 50, 60, 70, 74, 11. 74 is a journey, travel. 4 is stability, stable. Unknown territory, because I also see like the desert here too. So unknown territory, but still traveling to it. Revolutionary, apocalypse, something ending, or I think it'll make me look up this card. I'm gonna have to, because this one's a lot more vague. I don't know what the freak this means. I mean, if I have it, apocalypse is on a normal day, I find this book in like 5 seconds. And now it wants to hide from me. Well, I'll do my best to try to define it elsewhere. Apocalypses. Not me being unorganized in an earth reading. You guys would be ashamed of me. Just kidding. I absolutely have the book for this too, and I don't know where it is. Okay, well, okay, thank you. Thank you, Reddit. Although I'm gonna need that light too. All right. It says, oh wait. The book reads, a painful time. The painful time pulls the psyche into opposite directions. Truths have been kept in the dark and revealed, seen, unearthed. Funny. Regeneration comes from the wreckage of the revealed truth. Regeneration, growth comes from the wreckage of revealed truth. Sort of like how I'm always like, I love cleaning my room because I get to make a mess of it, and that's how I get to clean it the best, because you get to see where everything is, you know, put it all into the center, put it all into perspective, so you can put things in the right place. Anything out of that, whatever made sense. But it's very cool because also, like, the book reads a painful time where it pulls the psyche into opposite directions, which what we were just talking about. I think with the very first card, the Seven of Swords, unstable, the word un, and how it means to look in the opposite direction. Something about that. That's a good thing. So, Taurus, whatever you're doing, it's like the opposite direction. Not being this party, not party goer. Like, you can go to parties and whatever, you know, but not being like an animal about it. Not so it's like you're like tearing apart an old version. Definitely like shedding an old skin, turning in the opposite direction of that perception. Just being yourself, but not doing it for the other person. You know, doing it for yourself. Maybe with the King of Wands, I feel like it could be like maybe like a father figure of sorts that maybe acted a certain way or behaved a certain way, and this is like the opposite direction of that. Not to judge or shame anyone, but like I'm saying, it's like, you know, different times in history call for different behaviors. So maybe this is just better for you and the people that come after you, you know? Unless you want them to have a heavy weight, but, you know, that's up to you. Life is about choices. You can do what you do. I don't know where that's coming from. That's not really a bad thing. Let's keep moving forward. It's because there's a lot of reading. Had me frustrated. Jesus. Virgo with the Fool. The Venom. The Hair of the Dog. This one's been coming out a bit. Maybe taking leaps of faith is what bit you in the butt before. Maybe it's like, oh, I'm gonna jump off and do this journey, and it's like, well, unstable, or messes you up. But I feel like you've gained so much wisdom from what you've done. It's very Seven of Pentacles. It's very continuously trying again, even though failing. And it's like, maybe you have the wisdom now, but before you were sort of probably just like shortening your own force, saying that, oh, I've got the wisdom, but I don't need to take any more leaps of faith. I don't need to do anything different. I don't need to learn a new way. But now this is like, oh, maybe if I try to learn a new way, that's just the antidote that you need to really actually charge your new journey. I think you're trying to charge it with the air, there it is. I think you're trying to charge it with the air, and I think there's more something about like, or yeah, because that's the knowledge, that's the history, that's the mind. You're trying to do it with the mind, but this is more of like a fire, a spirit, a faith thing, and that's where I see that fire coming from. I see, because it's not about the mind. With the Seven of Swords, I feel like you've probably been in a process with that for everybody, but with the Ace of Swords, it's like, you got your mind right for sure. But it's maybe it's emotions, maybe it's earth, maybe it's your passions, I don't know. But the Venom, that's definitely like the antidote. Look at that. So many circles here too. The moon. So maybe it could be emotional. Fears, possibly. So I mean, I guess the advice with that could be to move just a bit slower if you want to, but it's or let yourself so you can let yourself adjust and all that, like where you do that in the nighttime. But I mean, you see that. I was gonna say, what's the advice with that? With those big jaws, I don't know what I would say, but I was gonna say these big jaws are very scary because they're up in the sky. But this guy with the Fool, you've got like your own set of protection right there at your feet. So I mean, like, no matter where you go, you got something ready to like jump and protect you. I don't know. That's nice. It just seems like that is kind of terrifying. Whatever. And not even physically this, but whatever you may fear, you know. You do have protection over that, though. Capricorn, why are you in your Magician energy? What's that blessing for? Why is Cap and the Magician energy? The offer? The Ace of Wands giving something, and I guess the animal. Yeah, okay, so I didn't even see this, but with the way the venom of the Fool, it's like maybe that also, the way it bit you in the butt, and another way is like maybe people only saw you as like a fool type of archetype where you just started new things, or you, um, I don't know. It feels like that way for all of Earth, where the perception on you, because of what you, because of your faith maybe, or what you choose to do with your spirit. You know how you choose to move. You know, but with the Magician and the offering, it's like it's you're in the offering up like the animal. I liked. It's a weird energy. It's like giving of yourself. Like with the Magician, it's like very cool with like alchemy and stuff, like science, magic, and all that stuff. In order to create something, you have to give something else up. So it's like that kind of. It's just like giving something of yourself. Maybe like an ego death. Maybe like like that's what kind of faith is. You have to give up control of one part of it, and I feel like that's what the offering is. Like, this is the moon, more moon energy. So but this moon, you would only be able to see like a tiny piece of the light. So this is like only being able to see a tiny piece of the future of what you might be going to, maybe only a bit of intuition on the journey, a tiny bit of sight in front of you, but you're still giving. It's still giving. You're still giving of like an offering of yourself, and I think what's very powerful, because like it's impactful. Coming from that, maybe with the offering, maybe you've given of yourself a lot too, but it didn't give back in the way you expected it to before. But that's why it's so powerful now, because even with this much sight, you're still as passionate, as driven, as like faithful, you know. I like that. And you're gonna expand. Look at that Mercury. Look at that Mercury. It's just asking you to expand. Like this is that tiny, tiny piece that you can see, and look at all the room around you. Like it may. I just think that you've done, like there's so much space around you. You've built so much. And I think that's why each time you gave so much and you had so much to offer and you weren't getting much back. It was because when you offered, you only maybe had this much to start with, or maybe you only had that much. Like this is a little angel that's been with you since the beginning. You had that much to offer. And then when you started building, you had this, and then you had that, then you had that piece. And now you have all your pieces in so much space. So when it's time to expand, just imagine like the return is going to be way more than what you imagined in the beginning. You know, it's way more worth it, way more, going to be a lot more expansive than you could have imagined. And I think I like that a lot. That's beautiful. What's it about? Oh yeah, the animal. I am an animal. Troye Sivan. I do like that song. I might listen to that album again. I hope this helps. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment on the beautiful things. Oh, I forgot there's a moon on my watch. So much moon energy with everyone. A lot of emotions. Music is important, could be very important. Or just an expression, however you express yourself. I just feel like art is usually one of those ways for a lot of people, in whatever fashion. But yeah, like, share, subscribe, comment, notifications. Give your family hugs. Drink water, eat, stay safe, all the beautiful things. And if anyone looks at you sideways because of who you're choosing to be, just realize they're looking at you sideways and they're not looking forward towards where they're going, all right? So, you know, if you're looking sideways and you're trying to cross the street, what's going to happen? You're probably going to miss another side and get hit. So you're doing the right thing. That's basically what I mean. So enjoy your transformation, and, you know, it's beautiful. And transformation, I feel like I was taken to a different time. Enjoy your blessing, because you deserve it. Thank you so much for being here. Have a good one, guys. Bye.